Cheers, gang. Bowman here. I'll give you a little synopsis of the job we're up to today. I was here a couple weeks ago and already felled a couple trees that had died from oak wilt and chestnut borer. And I left another large 30-inch diameter tree that we're going to tackle here today. Let me switch camera around for you. So here's what we're dealing with. May 7th, 2022. Nice spring day, a little windy. 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, 20 mile an hour gusts coming out of the south. We're in east central Minnesota on sandplain habitat. Pin oak dominated forest. Some of these old 120 plus year old oaks have started to die. You can see this tree has quite a few big bones hanging out around it. We're viewing from the south. It's leaning towards the east in that direction, and we're actually going to take it between there and there against the lean. See, we do have one branch up here we'll have to look out for. All of these dead branches are potential widow makers, but this tree is very sound on these sandplain habitats. There's very little root rot, and the bones up top are probably going to be holding pretty hard and fast, so I'm not too concerned about that. See, we've already cleared around the stump, so we have our escape routes established. You can see a couple of the trees that have been felled previous. We're either going to try and fell the tree just to the right of those stumps, or just to the right of this eastern red cedar in here. So we might get it across the driveway. Well, at second shot, we're going to try a little bit slightly different plan here. I had mentioned we might fall it right through here. I'd really like to do that, but there's actually quite a few Juneberry, and although not necessary, I kind of want to save this little eastern red cedar. So instead, we're going to try and fell it right here to the right of the cedar, hope that the bones on this big oak clear it and don't mangle it too bad. The end of that, the top of the tree should end up roughly near the side of the driveway right over there. If I can, I'll try and flag that, and we'll see how we perform here, how accurate, how precise I can get it to fall on that lay. Well, as you can see, folks, didn't actually have to bang it over. We did go against the lean. And you can see back there with the flagging, I aimed a little bit left of that. We did have a branch catch that cedar, but otherwise we were spot on with our lay. You can see I got a tapered hinge right here. A little bit of a taper on this side to encourage it to go that way. And you can see it didn't pull many fibers. As I said, dry, rigid wood. So it didn't pull a lot of fiber. I didn't need a real wide hinge. Nice level back cut. Everything to plan. Done safely. So I have to say, folks, that went pretty well. Old Betsy did her job. See, my axe went along to the right on that fell. We were able to salvage this red cedar with minimal damage. Avoid all these June berries. And my estimate of length, you can see the flagging there right off the side of the road right there was my prediction on where the top of this tree was going to end up, and that was only about 4 to 6 feet off. I'll take it. There's Dad back there picking up sticks. Now we're going to finish limbing this up. Alright, well, here's the aftermath. Road's all clear. Got it limbed up into some large sections. Left the main trunk and bowl for some fuel wood salvage and big bolts. And through the trees, you can see there's a few more dead oaks that are going to have to come down next that were diseased and dead.